Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Lofi here, back with another Marvel Rivals video. And today, we have a video on my controller settings, and we also have a VOD review on a silver level Venom. And this guy has been a subscriber of mine for a minute, and I've been needing to do his VOD review for about a week or two now, so that has been my bad on my part, because I've been moving into college and I just officially got my first week done at college, and it went very great. If you guys are any interested, my life is going really well. You know, I'm just ready to get my degree and move on with my life, if you know what I'm saying. But I do have 194 hours on this account on Venom. Have like 30 something hours on my other account, so I have 200 plus hours on Venom. So I am certified a Venom nerd, so I'm pretty sure that my opinion is pretty valid on Venom VOD reviews. With that out of the way, I'm so sorry, that was a huge rant. With that out the way, let's get started with the VOD review. So, as I noticed at first when you set up on high ground and you slammed on the Loki, that was very nice of you. And right now, how you are going on the wall and just looking for somebody to slam, that is really nice as well. One thing I've already noticed is that I can see that you do have muscle memory of just slamming and using your tendrils, which is really good. But you need to see who you are putting your tendrils on. That was really great. That was great mechanical skill I just seen from you. Getting a pick, getting the Widow pick, and just backing out. The things that we need to be worried about in this game is the Thor CC when you're trying to swing out, the Thing Earthbound slam when you're about to swing out. We also got Fantastic, who can counter you while you swing or when you're on the wall. You got Black Widow that can just kick you and just shut you down completely. Widow is a great anti-dive hero. And you also have Cloak and Dagger and Invis, so you have really good anti-dive supports that you're going up against. So you are going up against an anti-dive team, but in reality this is silver, so these guys are not going to be playing how they're supposed to be playing with the characters, like, you know what I mean? So you can run Venom into this. In high elo, I personally wouldn't run Venom into this. I would just switch to mag. But where it's, you know, this rank, you can run anything you want and get out of it. So next, as I can see, you are focusing the Thing, which is really good because he was staggered. Your ultimate right there, I really don't know what you were going for, but it's fine. Just make sure you know the ultimate combo, which is using your tendrils, 2 primary fires, and an instant ultimate. So right now, when you feel like that nothing is dying, you just want to look at the supports. And that was a really good decision that you made, just backing up with your team and taking advantage of the amp that your rocket just placed. And but anyways, back to what I was saying. When the situation feels like when nothing is dying, you know, like everybody's just healing each other back and forth, you as Venom need to be on the enemy supports. You need to be constantly on the backline. You can get value as Venom by not even getting kills, but just by making the enemy supports or any character on the enemy team use their good cooldowns. I mean big cooldowns, like long cooldowns. For example, we got Loki Lamps, we got Adam Sobond, we got Mantis Sleep, we got Luna Freeze. There's a lot of long cooldowns that you can bait out, which makes the fight way easier. Okay, so right now you have all your cooldowns. You just used your tendrils. I don't know why you used your tendrils right there. I think you thought you were close to the Invis, and the Invis just pushed you away, so that's unfortunate, but it doesn't even matter because you have them back. Okay, so your tendrils are on a support. Right now, I've seen that you tried to do the melee weave. I think you need a little bit more practice on it, but it is really good that you know what melee weaving is, and it will make you climb. So right now you got a rocket amp, and what I think you should do right now is look at the enemy supports, and looks like they are all dead. Okay, nice. I had to get something to drink, YouTube. I'm not gonna lie, I could not finish this video without getting something to drink. Anyways, you cleared the whole team. That was very, very great. You guys are able to make even more space and just push the cart and just... Honestly, you're just winning the game right now. You're doing great. Right now, Thing is pressuring you. You make Thing also use a cooldown. So right now, you need to be looking at the supports. So... Right now you should be diving the invis, but you have an amp up right now, so anything should just die. The fantastic that is on your tendrils right now is very low. That was very good that you got the Emma Frost right there. Right now, here in about 2 seconds, you should have already been on a wall, but here we go, there you go. You should be on a wall and just slam off of it. Anyways, something you should be constantly doing, like you should make this muscle memory, is when you have your grasp cooldown and your slam cooldown, you should be constantly slamming off the wall, like all of the time. So something I recommend is just going in practice range and just going on the wall and just slamming off of it on the bots, or you can go into the portal through practice range and just like set up a character like Luna or Loki and just constantly slam the supports and make sure that you have the movement settings on in the practice settings for them, so it can be more of a challenge, obviously. But anyways, that ultimate that you done earlier, I would have saved your ultimate, but I knew exactly what your mindset was. You knew you could have got an easy go with your ultimate, but your teammate just sadly stole your kill, so it's alright, we'll just keep moving on. This fantastic, that fantastic should have been dead forever ago, but it's okay. Dude, I'm actually so mad. I accidentally stuttered, and then I just paused me talking, and then I accidentally deleted the whole 2 minutes of me talking. But anyways, that's just a part of life. We're gonna get right back into the gameplay. So, good target priority on the Thor. Now you have a staggered cloak and dagger. That kind of rhyme, that was funny. She just died right there, so you should just be getting back to your team. You have a Mantis on your team, so you should be receiving a damage boost, and the damage boost lasts 8 full seconds, so you should be taking good advantage of that. Way to isolate that invis right there, that was very, very good of you. You want to be isolating the supports when they are away from the team, and just taking advantage of that and getting them low and applying pressure, making them use cooldowns. Like I said earlier about the Mantis, she gave you a damage boost, and you need to be taking advantage of that. And right now what I would be doing is, you see the wall on the left of you, behind you now, the rock wall, I would have been just slamming off of that constantly and just been using my cooldowns, because the slam and the tendrils are just so OP that you need to be constantly using them. But that was a great round by you and your team. You're just absolutely rolling this enemy team. So yeah, let's go on to the next round. I see that you are spawn trapping this Black Widow. This is where you set up. I mean, it's just kind of funny. I mean, it's not really going to do anything because, of course, she's just going to send and spawn. But it looks like your team is just 10 times better than the other team. So, you guys are just holding them in spawn. So, right now, what you should be doing is just constantly slamming the enemy supports. Like, every time that they walk out of spawn, just put pressure on them to make them go back into spawn. Of course, they're going to be healing their team, because they're right in front of them and they're also in their spawn, but you applying the pressure on the supports is just going to make the game easier for your team. That was really good that you were able to swing out and go back to your team to get heals. That's really, really good. As Venom, what you want to be doing is something I like to call the rinse and repeat method. You just get on the wall, you slam off of it, you engage in a fight for however long, and then you disengage, and then guess what? Obviously you do the same thing again. You get on the wall, you don't have to use your swing to engage in a fight, so this is what makes Venom just more useful and more viable in games. Just honestly, just more annoying. Just a character that can constantly be in your backline like a Captain America, but just better. I mean, Venom's better than Captain America. Y'all can say whatever you want in the comments, but I have my opinions. But anyways, so this Hulk is just trying to beat you up, but obviously you have your swing, so you just swinged out. Your supports are just absolutely farming off of you and your team, because every time, I mean, the enemy team is obviously in their own spawn, so they basically have infinite heals, and they are applying a lot of damage, but your supports are just so good that they are keeping your team and you alive just constantly. Like, look at your health bar. It's just constantly going up. This is just something that you want to see in your games. This is really good that you are applying pressure on the Luna, and it's alright that you died there because you have a rocket res, but what I would have done right there was just swing out earlier because you had your swing cooldown. So the enemy Hulk popped his ultimate, so let's just see what he does with it. It just looks like he's staggering himself. What you could have done right there was melee weave more. Like, if you would have done your primary fire and used your melee, that Hulk probably would have died. What you need to be doing is constantly just be primary and melee if you were close enough. Like, for example, right there with the Widow, you probably could have killed her because you were close enough to do really good headshot damage, and with the melee on top of that, she probably would have died. But it's alright because Widow with her kick, it's just really hard to kill her as a dive character, and especially Venom in general. Like, Venom is a very big target, so he's very easy to hit. Another thing I'd like to call out is work on your rollouts, like your bunny hops. I have tutorials on my channel on how the bunny hop, and you can also look up on YouTube on other guides on how the bunny hop more advanced. So yeah, but I have a general guide on how the bunny hop on my channel. So the enemy Luna popped her ult, and you're applying good pressure on the supports. Right now you have your slam and your grass cooldown, so you should have been on a wall, or I mean, you even had your swing ability. I'm going to say about 90% of the time you want to do the slam off the wall tech, but you also can use your swing to engage in a fight, especially with the new patch that came out with Venom, where you can bind your easy swing and your manual swing in like just both of them. So what I would have done right there was just use my easy swing, and I think you have easy swing actually already equipped. So what I would have done was just use your swing right there and just slammed on an opponent. If you couldn't have found a nearby wall to slam the enemy team. Anyways, I don't really know what the thought process is right now. You're just trying to go back to your team, but you found a health pack and you have your swing, so you have a lot of mobility. Obviously you know that, so you can get to places very quick. So right now you just need to be getting to the point. That Widow, I mean, honestly what I would have done right there was just swung and killed her because she was very low, but I mean, I guess it's okay. So right now, I mean, I guess this is just an awkward moment. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be judgmental. There has been moments in my games where I've just not been able to like climb a certain wall, or like I've been like, I just swung to the wrong place. Like I put my swing on the wrong building or the wrong area, and I've just swung to the wrong direction or off the map. So, you know, I've had my moments, but it's okay. So that the enemy team obviously got out of spawn after you guys applied a lot of pressure. Your Loki and Mantis just dropped their lamps. Well, Loki's lamps, but Mantis applies a damage boost to it. Right now, what I would be doing, like I've said a million times before, is just set up for slam. You need to be setting up for your slams before you engage in a fight, like before you, you know, just sit there and shoot the enemies. Because that is basically what makes Venom overpowered, is just going in for the slam and staying alive long enough to disengage. Because as Venom, you don't want to just go into a fight and then instantly blow up and just feed the enemy team their ults and just honestly just sell your teammates the game. You don't want to be doing that. You want to be able to disengage the fight on time and being able to bait the enemy team's cooldowns. And yeah, just getting in the your value the right way. Right now, you need to be using your, oh my god, no way, dude, let's go, bro. That's exactly what I like to see. And good melee weaves on Emma. Okay, nice. I mean, you did have every opportunity to kill her. That was great right there. That was probably the best play of the game so far. I'm really hoping that maybe you could build your ultimate again and get another play. I don't know, but that was really, really great. Right now, you are just, I mean, you're kind of overextended, but your supports are just really, really focusing you, so it's honestly okay. Right now, you need to be going off the wall or using your swing to engage, but you did use, excuse me, you did use your swing to disengage, so that was very, very good of you. The enemy Hulk did ult, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything with it. Yep, he's just trying to take out the penny nest, and he staggered himself. That was good tendrils by you. He was able to die quicker. The enemy team is just kind of lost. They're just pushing up one by one, not really playing as a team. You need to be focusing Black Widow. Good job. Right now, I would be on a wall right now, just trying to just set up for a slam. As you can see, the Emma Frost is one shot. Your Mantis got her. Your Mantis, shout out to your Mantis. She is honestly a goat. She has been enabling you the whole game with damage boost, as well as the whole team, and she's been keeping your whole team alive. So you're about to get your ult, and you have a rocket amp ult, a rocket amp up, and oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. I just gotta pause there. Anyway, so you got your ult and you used it. The Luna is she was pretty low, so it was smart of you to engage on her, but you did kind of overextend, and you got a death because of it. But it doesn't matter because you won the game. So you ended up taking the W after your very well performance. Unfortunately, I did not get to clip the stats or what your teammates done, like what their stats were, but I can promise you your teammates were very, very good, and you played amazing. I'm pretty sure you had 30 kills if I remember looking at the end. I'm very sorry that you guys didn't get the teammates stats, but anyways, or his teammates stats. Anyways, the tips that I can give you, like in conclusion, is go into the practice range, work on your primary fire plus your melees, work on your melee weaving. You need to also work on engaging and disengaging in fights, you know, just being able to get on a wall and slamming off of the wall and having your swing available to disengage out of the fight. And also, something I'd like to add is if you don't have a nearby wall to slam off of, just use your swing. As I can see, you have easy swing binded, so it should be easier for you to slam off your swing because with easy swing equipped, you can basically do an instant slam with Venom. So I would be learning that tick with the easy swing into the slam, as it is really, really useful. But my final tip would just be to play Venom more. I think that you have very great potential. You just need to work on just very key things like positioning, your aim, your game sense, and honestly just simple mechanical skill. Just being able to go into a fight, being a threat to the enemy supports, and just making yourself a menace to the game in general. And that's what Venom is about, just being an absolute annoying moron on the map. And yeah, that's really all I got today. I'm so sorry that I've just been kind of stuttering here and there. As I've said before in the video, I'm just kind of nervous, but it's all alright. You know, I just love being myself on this channel, and I love all the people that watch me, you know, just being me. And I hope that you guys are also enjoying this gameplay that you're watching as I conclude this video. This gameplay will be posted sometime soon. I don't know when, but it is a really, really good gameplay. I end up getting like 20 something final hits. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. Jesus Christ loves you, and I hope you guys have a great night.